Hello guys, in this campaign I will be playing as Greece and I will showcase you my gameplay style and the choices that I make during such a game. For this playthrough I have a specific rule that there is not going to be any unreasonable early game colonization, because other than the fact that it is very unrealistic, I also find that it makes the game incredibly easy. So, having said that, let's begin. I will begin by disbanding these two steam transports since they are expensive and I don't exactly need them. And I will also build one infantry and one cavalry for my army. To balance the budget, I will pretty much max all taxes and all tariffs, while I will keep my military spending to a minimum, and I will max out education. I will begin by rushing romanticism because as Greece it is very important to become a great power, and I will also encourage intellectuals in my most populous state since I already have enough bureaucrats. And of course I will be maxing out and of course I will be maxing out my relations with Russia. I do not entirely depend upon their help to succeed in this game, but it will still be nice. I changed my focus and encouraged capitalists for a few weeks to see if they would begin a good factory project, and indeed they have started a glass factory. Now it's not ideal, I would have much preferred a wine or a liquor factory, but it's still very cheap to build, so why not? I properly timed my romanticism tech to be completed by late December of 1838, so I can immediately be able to save points for idealism and rush it. Now that it's 1840 and idealism is unlocked, I have saved around 3000 tech points, so I will be able to rush it. Unlucky. This is pretty good luck though. Looks like Russia didn't ally with the Ottomans early on. Looks like Russia is going to help me if I declare war now, and I think that this is exactly what I'm going to do. And since idealism is finally completed, I will continue the prestige spam and go for realism. Malthusian thought will be much better, but for this strategy that I'm trying to pull out, prestige is more important. And the war is on. By immediately sending out my ships while the coast is clear and the Ottoman fleet is not around, I can get enough war score just to add an extra war goal. A battle is about to begin on the mountains of Trikala. Unfortunately, I didn't generate any good commanders, so this battle will be determined by luck alone. And looks like luck is not on my side. I will have to rely on the Russians to win this for me. On retrospect, maybe I should have waited for the Oriental crisis to fire before declaring war. But then I also think that the Ottomans automatically get some alliances when the Oriental crisis happens, so who knows if that would have worked out. Looks like Russia will still be able to bail me out though. And with most of my country occupied, militancy is soaring, which means I can get to pass some good reforms. I will go with trade unions since it will allow me to then go for healthcare and school system more easily. Good job, Russia. Yeah, that was just pure luck. Also, my war exhaustion is completely maxed up, but in the long term it will all be worth it. With my population now more than doubled, I will be focusing on intellectuals to increase my abysmal literacy. It appears that the Oriental crisis has just begun, so I will mobilize, and I will use my mobilized regiments to capture Crete with my transports. Now that my troops have more or less secured Crete, I will be using my fleet to blockade the defenseless Egyptian coasts and hopefully build up some war score. Realism has just been invented, so I will proceed with Malthusian thought. Looks like Egypt finally had enough. And I will now properly integrate Crete into the country. My administration is horrible, so I will invest the next few years trying to encourage some bureaucrats. With Malthusian thought invented, I will continue with the social thought tech tree and try to rush biologism to hopefully improve my literacy. My pops are looking pretty good. And thanks to my prestige spamming, I am finally a secondary power. And it looks like Egypt won the Oriental crisis. Ottomans are allied with the United Kingdom for the time being, but hopefully that will not matter very much in the future. A thing that concerns me a little is that Russia is on the verge of sphering me, which means that I will very soon lose that plus 50 pounds per day that I get. So balancing my budget will be a bit of the pain in the ass very soon. I am finally in the Russian sphere and it's nowhere nearly as bad as I expected it to be. I think I will manage. So I'm going to pick the assimilation option, so the Ottomans can lose their course on Thessaly and I can start converting them to Greek. Now my truce with the Ottomans is finally expired. However, since they are allied with the UK, Russia will not help me in a war, so I will just bide my time and wait for an opportunity. Okay, so it appears that the alliance between the Ottoman Empire and the UK has broken, and also due to their previous military defeats, the Ottoman Empire looks pretty down right now, and they also do not have Egypt, so this is an excellent opportunity. Haha. Once again, I pull out the same trick with my fleet in order to be able to add a war goal. This time I will be adding Rumelia as my war goal and I will tell you later why. I somehow won this naval engagement. I'm not sure how, but I won't complain. Unlike the previous war, so far Russia has been doing nothing at all. We could have done better here, but nonetheless it's a strategic victory for me. Another great victory. The Ottoman Empire is slowly but surely losing its troops. I really hate the dice system. I really do. Yet another Ottoman army destroyed. And the Russian army has finally arrived. Another great victory. And their remnants are about to be stag wiped, probably. Let's see. Yeah, this is great. And let's go for these guys now. Excellent. They stand no chance at all. And that's it. So let us examine the aftermath of this war. First of all, these borders are pretty aesthetic. But now then, let's move on to the issues of substance. I have, compared to the game start, I have quadrupled my population to 1.2 million pops. This has unlocked me a second focus point, which is great. Also, as I said previously, I needed Rumelia because this will soon cause an event to the Ottoman Empire which will force them to move their capital from Constantinople to Ankara, which means that on the next war I will be able to use the take state casus belli and reclaim Constantinople. Also, with this war, I currently have access to much more resources as long as a larger population that allows me to mobilize over 17 brigades. My war exhaustion is also pretty low compared to the previous war, so I will be able to get my shit together pretty fast and recover. During the war, I also stored 2.6k research points, which I will put to great use by investing on biologism, which technology just became available in this year. Anyways, that's it for this episode. I am definitely going to continue this one tomorrow, but it's a little bit late right now and I'm tired, so you will have to excuse me. Anyways, thank you for watching and hopefully I will see you on the next episode.